Hi, my name's Dr. Alex Morgan.
And my name is Dr. Kate Moles.
And we work at the School of Social Sciences at Cardiff University, where we're currently undertaking an evaluation of Pori Drwy Stori, a bilingual reading intervention and numeracy resource, which are designed to raise educational outcomes for young children by increasing the quality and the quantity of adult-child interactions around reading and numeracy activities in the home learning environment. The intervention aims to promote teacher-parent partnership and is supported by online materials to support this and ICT-based literacy and numeracy activities and games for use in the home learning environment. These interventions are focused directly upon current national policy imperatives to improve the outcome for all children across Wales. It's a national policy, so it will be implemented for reception-age children across Wales. And it builds on what we know from the research evidence makes a difference for young children in terms of parent partnership and supporting quality adult-child interactions both in the home and in the school.
This evaluation will document and critically appraise the experience of children, parents and practitioners in the first 3 years of its operation in the light of its aims and objectives. The evaluation will explore how the Pori Drwy Stori resources and support materials are adopted by both parents and practitioners, and the extent to which they are increasing or improving, the quality time that families spend together, the attitudes of parents and carers to reading and to books, both for themselves and for their child, the number of rhymes known by parents and carers and their children, and the parental confidence around sharing books, stories and rhymes, and in being a partner in their child's learning over time. So what made me interested in looking at this particular topic? Well, for me, I'm interested in places and interactions that occur between parents and children in those places, and the way that the state and the home can come together. So I'm interested in public and private spaces and what goes on there in relation to learning and reading. So this research allowed me to conduct ethnographic, qualitative research to look at these relationships over time and in the context of this particular intervention.
The reason that I was interested in working on this research project is that I'm particularly interested in research that looks at early years interventions and how they can improve outcomes for young learners. This project allows us to gather national evidence on how this intervention has been received by parents, by practitioners, and by children, and of the difference it's made in terms of their outcomes.
Our approach to the collection of data has adopted a mixed method way of engaging both parents, practitioners and young people in both schools and the home. So initially we are conducting surveys with teachers and parents, which will be online, as well as carrying out a support and reward approach in schools that we believe the online survey may not gather a great deal of data from, or where the parents may have difficulty in accessing it, either because of issues with getting online or perhaps issues with their own literacy. And obviously those are groups who we're really eager to include in this research. So this support and reward approach will mean that we will be going to the school settings themselves and hanging out there for a day, doing a coffee morning, having paper copies of the surveys that we want the parents to fill in, and standing with them as they complete them to ensure that there's no misunderstanding of the questions and that they feel supported in their filling out the questions. As part of this approach, we'll also be offering them a reward for participating, a £5 voucher that will give them an incentive to give us their time and their effort. A second part of the research will take place in a selected number of participants' homes, which will mean that we'll be able to spend more time with the parents and the children and really engage with what they're doing with the resources and looking at the interactions that are happening between parent and parent-child and the books that are given out and the different resources that are given out. We'll also be spending time in the schools and doing something similar, looking at the interactions that are occurring between the practitioner, the children in their class and the resources. And through this sort of mixed method approach, we're going to be able to build quite detailed and layered understanding of the way that these resources are used in the various settings, the way that people react to them and how they feel about them, and the impact, if any, it has on their practices around reading, quality time, around books, rhymes, stories, and just sharing literacy and numeracy in the home and classroom.